of sport. It is the literal imposition of one man's will on another. That's why boxing's biggest fights are massive cultural events. And when you get two of the greatest fighters who've ever lived, you're about to witness the best moment in sport. And that moment is now upon us.
I've done it all, and I've seen it all. Yeah, they doubted me, but I beat them all.
Terrence Crawford, the best in the world.
He remains undefeated.
I got all the belts on my waist and on my shoulder. This is the Terrence Crawford era.
Who do you want next?
Well, y'all already know who I want.
The undisputed super middleweight champion of the world.
This is a resume that is Hall of Fame worthy.
He's the king of boxing.
I'm the greatest the world's and the best to ever do it.
Esta pelea, lo que se ha llevado en torno, lo que la gente ha querido ver, es mucho más grande que las demás.
This is a fight that's been marinating for years. I've been preparing my whole life for this moment. This is one of them fights that will be talked about forever.
Canelo Alvarez, one of the greatest Mexican boxers of all time. All of Mexico is marching with him. Viva Mexico, cabrones! Terrence Bud Crawford. He is on a whole nother level.
It doesn't get any bigger than this.
This is truly a super fight.
The sport of boxing will change forever.
Wow! All action in Las Vegas. International Fight Week. It's going to be nuts. 3 championship belts on the line, and champions will be crowned.
This is the first man Dana White saw the inspired power slap.
Oh, doubling, my God!
But the Hawaiian Hitman gonna try and get revenge for his brother. The king is back. The very first champion in 2 different divisions.
The light heavyweight title is on the line. Toughness is going to be the difference.
Expect a very explosive matchup.
They have some things to prove. The biggest stars in Power Slap.
Oh, and that's it.
Coming to you from the beautiful Fountain Blue Las Vegas, where history will be made.
I represent the new generation of mixed martial arts. I'm the best fighter in the world.
Ilya Topuria, still undefeated.
He is so skillful and so devastating.
Topuria grounds Volkanovski.
This kid is a finisher. Oh! The first man to knock out Max Holloway. Think about what might be next.
Yeah, you know why I'm here. Now it's time to become a lightweight world champion. I want to hold that belt too.
This is my year.
But if there is anyone that can give Topuria problems, it is one of the greatest of all time, Charles Oliveira.
His name is plastered across the UFC record books. Most submissions and finishes in UFC history.
Charles Oliveira is a monster, on the ground or on his feet.
Who can stop Charles Oliveira?
I feel so powerful at 155. I'm going to touch his chin and it will explode.
Ilya Topuria.
One of the best fighters alive.
Charles Oliveira.
An absolute assassin. These two together is guaranteed firework. Alexandre Pantoja!
One of the most dominant champions in the sport.
I'm the champion right here.
Kai Connor fronts. Don't blink.
Just puts people's lights out.
I'm going for the kill shots.
International Fight Week, it's always big.
Welcome to the UFC 317 press conference. The Octagon is back in Las Vegas for International Fight Week, and we have an absolutely loaded card on deck. We kick things off in the bantamweight division with 2 bright young prospects. Up first, a well-rounded fighter who enters Saturday night on a 14-fight win streak. Looking to prove he is the future of the division, please welcome Felipe Jungle Boy Lima. And his opponent, a dynamic striker who has the flash and flair to light up an arena. 7 of his 9 wins have come by devastating knockout, and he looks to add another highlight on Saturday. Here is Peyton Talbot. Next up, a top 10 matchup in the lightweight division. Up first, he's all about money and fighting. He's won 4 of his last 5 fights and challenged for the lightweight title in his last outing. Please welcome Renato Money Moicano. Standing across from him, a staple of the top 10 in the lightweight division. He holds wins over some of the biggest names in the division's history and now looks to make a final push to lightweight gold. Introducing Beneil Dariush. We move to the flyweight division with title implications on the line. Up first, he's captured the attention of the masses with his activity and relentless style. He's won 12 of his last 13 fights and now looks to secure a title shot after competing for the 2nd time in the month of June. Say hello to the red-hot Joshua Van. Facing him is a former title challenger who possesses all the tools to get back to a shot at the throne. A finisher through and through with 13 career stoppage wins. Please welcome to the stage, Brandon Raw Dog Royval. Now, the co-main event of the evening with the UFC Flyweight Championship on the line. Up first, a striking phenom from New Zealand, known for his devastating power and speed. Don't blink when he enters the octagon on Saturday night. Please welcome the challenger, Kai Kara-France. And his opponent, the reigning champion, a Brazilian warrior who's proven he belongs in the talks with the greatest flyweights of all time. Now looking to make the 4th defense of his title, please welcome Alexandre the Cannibal Pantoja. And finally, our main event, legacy and lightweight gold on the line. First, a fan favorite who's already cemented himself as one of the all-time greats. He holds the record for the most submissions in UFC history with 16. Here is the former UFC lightweight champion, Charles "Du Bronx" Oliveira. His opponent, one of the biggest stars in the sport today, looking to add a 2nd belt to his collection. Coming off knockout wins over Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway. Representing the countries of Spain and Georgia. Introducing the former UFC featherweight champion of the world, Ilia the Matador Topuria.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming out today. Who's got the first question?
Wanted to start with Ilia, please. Ilia, I just wanted to ask you about this fan reaction today, right? There's been a lot of discussion about you fighting fan favorites. You have to hear boos when you walk out. Are you hoping that this is the fight where people start to cheer for you, or do you enjoy kind of playing the villain a little bit?
I used to it, to be honest. The only thing I wish that I'm gonna enjoy the fight on Saturday night. That's all.
And Charles famously has the most finishes in UFC history. If you go out there and finish him in the first round like you're saying you will, what statement does that send to the rest of the division and the rest of the UFC?
Charles, você é o cara que mais teve finalização na história do UFC. Se você for lá e finaliza o William, o que isso significa e que mensagem que você manda para todo mundo?
Boa. Cara, eu não quero finalizar ele, eu quero vencer. Eu quero que meu braço seja levantado. Eu tô pronto para isso.
Man, I don't want to finish him. I want to win. That's what I came for, the win. I want my arm raised, and that's what I'm ready for.
And Ilya, how about for you? I mean, if you get that first round finish, so Charles, what does that mean for your legacy? What statement does it send?
He wants to win. I would say that's a very visual thinking, but... Vamos, galera! Arriba! Vámonos!
One last quick one for Charles. Charles, you were actually in the UFC before Ilya had ever even had a professional fight. So what does that experience mean in a fight like this of this magnitude for you?
Charles, você começou no UFC e já foi campeão antes do Ilya ter a primeira luta dele. O que significa essa experiência numa luta como essa?
Tudo são fases. Eu tô aqui de novo para fazer história. O que passou, passou. Se vocês acham que esse ou o que tá vocês pensando tá me oprimindo, eu nasci no meio do fogo, no meio da guerra. Eu tô pronto para isso.
Guys, these are stages and they're phases, and it doesn't matter. What's past is past. These are waters under the bridge. And I'll tell you, if these boos, if you guys think you're breaking me down, believe me, I was forged in the fire. I'm ready for this.
Nice. So just one quick one for Dana. Dana, I know there's logistical issues potentially with holding an event in Spain, but if Ilya wins, you've got an undefeated two-division champion. How much of a personal goal does it become for you to take the UFC to Spain?
Yeah, I mean, we want to go to Spain anyway. We've been trying to go there since COVID. Yeah, as soon as possible, we will get there. Who's next? Who's got the next? Go ahead.
Question for the champion, Alessandro Pantoja, all the way in the back. You know, at Media Day, you called Kai Kara-France, you know, the Mike Tyson of the flyweight division, and you needed to be the Muhammad Ali and make him miss. So I guess what type of fight are you expecting? Are you expecting a 25-minute war? Do you think you can put him out there early on Saturday?
Hello, Las Vegas. I'm here one more time in T-Mobile Arena. I love to come to this city and show everybody I'm the best in the world, you know. This pound-for-pound ranking, it's a bullshit, you know. I'm gonna prove Saturday night I'm the best fight in the whole UFC.
Similar questions for Kai. You know, at Media Day, you said, you know, you can put people away early, but you know that Pantoja, you're going to need 10, 20 kill shots. So are you expecting a 25-minute fight, or do you think you could go in there and put him away like you've done to the past flyweights?
Kia ora. Pantoja's one of the best. You know, he's one of the best champs in the flyweight division. But we fought 9 years ago. I was a boy back then. Now I'm a man. I know what I'm fighting for. So when I get in there, I want to be the first one to make history and take him out.
Question for Payton Talbot, all the way in the back. Payton, you know, I think this is your first press conference we've had you in a pay-per-view. You've been on these big cards before. You said you liked the matchup against Felipe. So I guess what is it about this opponent that got you so excited for this fight specifically?
I think we both come to fight. Like, I think the way both of us are going to fight, there's going to be a finish, and I think it's just going to be fireworks because we're both hot prospects.
Same question for Felipe Lino, all the way in the back. You know, Payton said, you know, we expect to finish. This is going to be fireworks. So what do you expect on Saturday? Do you think you can put him away? Are you expecting a 15-minute war in there?
It's going to be a war for sure, and it's jungle time.
Question for Beneil Dariush. Yesterday, Renato said that he had to kill you on Saturday because there's only room for one old man in this division. Do you think he's going to come out aggressive, or what are you expecting from those comments?
I don't know. I just expect more words than actual fighting. So fight day.
If you don't know tomorrow, no, Saturday, motherfucker, you know. Let's fucking go. Only one old man on this fucking town.
I'll be the last one standing.
By the way, I'm younger than you, motherfucker. 15 days, so pay attention. On Saturday, I'm gonna finish you.
Listen, young man, you're still young. You'll stay young and you'll lose this one, but you'll
I'm
stay
still young, but I'm balding, so that means I have superiority over you, my brother. I'm a real man over here.
Brother, I'm gonna break you Saturday. We'll talk after, all right?
Let's see that, my brother.
Renato, you told us yesterday that you made a lot of money from that fight with Islam Makhachev, but 2 back-to-back losses at this stage of your career. Would you say money?
What the fuck you saying, my brother? Don't say losses to Manny Moicano. I only lost to the best. And my fucking account, Dariush is not the fucking best. Are you comparing Dariush to Islam Makhachev, my brother?
No, I was just saying that money or not, you
and
cannot
then don't say it.
lose.
Then don't fucking say it, my brother. This is Manny Moicano time. Back in the day, I could afford to lose. You know why? Because they paying fucking me in Bitcoin. Now, they try to pay me in dollars, so I need to win.
Question for Brandon Royval. Brandon, you said that you feel like you're the most disrespected fighter in the UFC. How are you going to change that narrative Saturday night?
I'm just going to go out there and remind people what the fuck's up. I feel like I'm in the show it business. And every time I step in the cage, you guys remember what the fuck's up. And it's that time to show what's up.
Josh Van, you're on a meteoric rise right now in the flyweight division. What are you going to do to show that you deserve the next title shot? Josh Van, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to finish the fight. That's what I'm going to do, finish the fight.
Pantoja, você tem 3 defesas de cinturão. Só você e a Weili Zhang tem, dos atuais campeões lineares. Você, se eu não me engano, é o 10º do ranking pound por pound. Você já criticou esse ranking. Vencendo sábado, com a importância desse evento, você consegue o reconhecimento que você tanto merece e quer?
Pantoja, you got 3 title defenses, and the only people that have it is you and Weili Zhang, obviously the linear title holders. If you win on Saturday and do this again, and of course you're the 10th in the rankings, which you've criticized already, do you get the recognition that you deserve?
Eu vou buscar esse sábado, eu tenho uma luta muito importante. Eu sou o único campeão agora nessa mesa aqui, com o cinturão ainda na cintura, e eu vou continuar com ele. I'm gonna steal with this belt and show everybody more respect about my name, about Brazil. I'm gonna put Brazil in the top again.
Charles Oliveira, de novo, numa semana de luta, viralizaram imagens suas com seu time, cortando peso, nas saunas, rezando junto. Quando isso começou, qual a importância para você? Onde você estaria sem esse tipo de comportamento do seu time?
Charles, this week, more images have gone viral on social media of you and your team praying and cutting weight. And so we wanted to know, when did that begin? What does it feel like and how important it is to have this team behind you?
Isso não é um time, isso é uma família. Não adianta falar, eles nunca vão entender. Isso é chutebox.
This is not a team, this is a family. It don't matter if I say it, they're never going to get it. It's chutebox.
Question for Ilya. Ilya, if you win the belt on Saturday, you'll become 2-weight UFC champion in just 9 fights. What would that say about you if you're able to accomplish that in such a short amount of time?
That I'm the best. I'm the best fighter in the world. And it's not that if I'm gonna win the belt, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna knock him out in the first round. They always used to be like this, but after the fight, you know what's happened.
And one question for Dana. Dana, originally Brandon Royval versus Manel Kape was billed as a flyweight title eliminator. Is Royval versus Joshua Van next for the title?
Yeah, Dana.
The guy just asked him, you feel like you're the most disrespected fighter in the UFC. I guess I gotta say yes to that question then, yes.
That's what the fuck we're talking about. Let's bring that shit, Josh, and we're gonna get some bonuses on top of that shit.
Let's do this shit, man. Let's do it.
Go ahead.
Question for Ilya. Ilya, Khabib recently said that he wanted you to face Charles before fighting Islam. He believes you beat Charles. What did you make of Khabib's comments, and why do you think he wanted you to fight Charles before fighting Islam?
Honestly, I don't care what he wants.
Now, you've knocked out Volkanovski, you've knocked out Max Holloway. You said you're going to knock out Charles in the first round. Do you enjoy knocking out these legends of the sport?
Of course, because if you beat legends after legends, you eventually become a legend, like Dana said.
And one for Kai Kara France. Now, Volk and JDM both won titles this year for Australia. Did that give you any inspiration to bring the title back home to New Zealand, not just for yourself, but for the whole region?
100%. That region is it's so hot right now. Like, everyone's killing it, everyone's going after it. So, like I said in the build up to this, it's my time, it's Kai time.
Question for Ilia Topuria. Merab is here. Merab won his title a couple weeks ago. What's a parade gonna look like in Georgia if you win on Saturday night?
What you said? Repeat that question, please.
Merab is here and he won his title fight 2 weeks ago. What's a parade gonna look like in Georgia if you win on Saturday night?
I don't know. They are gonna go crazy like always.
And question for Kai Kara France. You're here in front of the biggest stage representing your Maori heritage and showcasing your best skills. How much does it mean to represent your nation and your people right here on the biggest stage in the world?
Well, last time I fought at T-Mobile Arena, that's when I knocked out Cody Garbrandt. So it's always been good to me in Las Vegas. So I'm expecting to do the same when I step out here Saturday night. So just know everyone back home, I'm representing all of us, and I'm bringing that belt back home.
Go ahead.
Ilia, Kamarjoba champion. After defeating Charles and winning the lightweight belt, do you think you should become the undisputed pound for pound #1 fighter in the UFC?
I don't know. I don't like to answer those kind of questions, to be honest. Whatever they decide to put me, I will be okay. I don't care about those rankings, to be honest.
My question's for Ilia. Ilia, you're known for beating legends. Come Saturday night, you beat Charles. Who will be your next victim?
Next one. I don't know. Who's going to be the next one, Dana?
We'll figure that out after Saturday.
Whoever.
Go ahead, sir.
Question for Ilia here, to your left. Given Charles' immense standing in the sport, all the accolades he has, what does a win over him do for your resume and your bid to become the greatest mixed martial artist of all time?
It always means a lot to beat those kind of fighters. You know what I mean? He's a legend in the sport, so it means a lot for my professional career. So all the respect in the world for Charles, but I'm doing my job.
And question for Charles. Given the immense, not hype behind Ilia, but the immense respect that everybody's given him and the apparent anointment of him potentially being the king of the UFC with a win this weekend, what does a win over him do for your legacy?
Charles, dado o hype, não somente o hype, mas também o retrospecto do Ilia, o respeito que todos dão para ele, e também o fato de que o UFC aposta muito nele, o que uma vitória sobre ele faz pelo teu legado?
Algo gigante. Continuar levando esse legado gigantesco, não é só o UFC, vocês, eu também respeito a trajetória dele, quem ele é. A gente vai fazer uma grande luta nesse sábado, entregar aquilo que vocês querem dentro do queijo, eu estou pronto para isso.
Enormous. It's that legacy. It's building on the legacy. And it's not just the UFC or you. I respect Ilia a lot and the trajectory and his journey that he's had. I'll tell you what, we're going to deliver a great fight for you guys on Saturday night, and we're ready for that.
Go ahead.
A question for Ilia. Hola Ilia, me gustaría que le enviaras un mensaje a toda esa gente que piensa en rendirse, que lucha por sus sueños, y por supuesto, me gustaría que le dijeras por qué deberían de esperar despiertos, ya que el sábado serás doble campeón mundial.
Ilia, can you please send a message to all those people that don't give up and to continue to pursue their dreams, and tell them why should they stay up so late in Spain to watch you?
So tengo que hacer de terapista ahora, ¿no?
Dale.
Bueno, obviamente tienes que confiar en ellos. Si ellos no lo hacen, nadie más lo hará por ellos. Uno tiene que confiar en sí mismo, porque como siempre decimos, creer crea realidades. ¿Y por qué tienen que ver el combate? Porque es uno de esos combates que no te lo puedes perder. Aparte voy a mostrar el siguiente nivel del juego, como lo he hecho hasta ahora, y lo van a disfrutar muchísimo. Lo que siempre digo, cuando salgan de este estadio, no dirán de que han malgastado su dinero. Su ticket habrá valido la pena, o su pay-per-view.
Muchísimas gracias, Ilya.
To all those people, I just tell people, never give up because you are the last line of defense on a dream. No one is going to do for you. You need to make your dreams come true. And I said, if you believe in a dream, you make it true. And why should you stay up? Because it's going to be a great fight. And I'll tell you, we deliver. And it doesn't matter. I said, every time you leave this stadium, it's not money badly spent. You're going to spend a good amount of money, and it's going to be great.
Go ahead, sir.
Question for Ilya Topuria. The former UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev was critical of you this week. He went on an interview and he
We don't give a fuck about him, so save that question.
We'll move on. Josh Van and Brandon Royval. Dana White just confirmed that your fight is the #1 contenders fight. So what's your message to the two guys sitting beside you fighting for the title this weekend?
Oh, take notes, watch. Me and Josh Van go hard, so this is going to be an exciting fight, and I'm excited to meet Josh Van in the middle.
The winner of the title had to come see me, so yeah.
A question for Ilya. Ilya, sé que respetas mucho a Charles Oliveira, y él a ti también, pero recientemente dijo que tenía una pegada más dura que la tuya. Quería saber qué opinas tú al respecto de estas declaraciones.
Ilya, I know you respect Charles Oliveira and he respects you, but recently he said he's got more firepower and hits harder than you. What do you think?
Es imposible que me haga más fuerte que yo. Y el sábado por la noche tendrá la oportunidad de demostrarlo. Yo digo que se despertará en el suelo.
Listen, it's impossible. It is impossible. On Saturday night, you're all going to have an opportunity to see this. I said he's going to wake up on the floor already.
And question for Dana. Dana, en caso de que Ilya Topuria finalice a Charles Oliveira, ¿se convierte en la principal cara de la UFC?
Dana, for you, in case Ilya just finishes Charles Oliveira, does he become the new face of the UFC?
Listen, there's lots of guys that are stars depending on where we go and what we do. He is definitely, if he goes in and does what he says he's going to do on Saturday night, he's absolutely one of the biggest stars in combat sports.
Hay muchos tipos ahí que tienen esa importancia y que vienen con todo, pero si él va a hacer lo que dice que va a hacer, obviamente se convierte en una de las grandes estrellas de este deporte.
Go ahead.
Question for Ilya. Do you think the extra 10 pounds are going to help you in this fight?
Even with less 10 extra pounds, I would beat him.
Let's see it.
Go ahead, sir.
Hello, question for Ilya also. Ilya, te enfrentaste a una leyenda de este deporte como Volkanovski. ¿Qué pasó?
Ganamos.
Te enfrentaste a una leyenda de esto como Max Holloway. ¿Qué pasó?
Triunfadores.
Te enfrentas a una leyenda de esto como Charles Oliveira. ¿Qué va a pasar?
Vencedores.
¿Tienes miedo?
We keep undefeated.
¿Tienes miedo de que Dana White se acabe enfadando contigo porque estáis destrozando a todas las leyendas de este deporte?
No tengo miedo a nada, solo a Dios.
Ilya, you faced a big legend in the sport, Volk. What happened? I won. You faced another legend, Max Holloway. What happened? I won. You're going to face another legend, Charles Oliveira. What's going to happen? I'm going to win. Do you think that Dana's going to be mad at you because you're going to be just kicking out legends?
Misma pregunta, Dana. ¿Te vas a enfadar con
Are you
Ilya
asking
Topuria?
me if I will be mad if he...
Yeah, and he said he doesn't fear anybody. He only fears
¿Vas a
God.
enfadar con Ilya si sigue destrozando a las leyendas de tu deporte?
Sir, congratulations. You win the weirdest question of all time. Congratulations. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Question for Charles. Charles Oliveira, they're making a movie about your amazing career. Would a victory over Ilya be the finale of that movie, in your opinion?
Charles, estão fazendo filme sobre a tua carreira e sobre a tua trajetória. Uma vitória sobre ele seria o grande finale desse filme?
Eu acho que não, eu acho que seguiria a parte 2, porque o filme já está quase praticamente encerrado. Essa vitória vai ser a parte 2.
No, I think you'll be part 2 because the movie's almost done. I think this begins part 2.
Next question for Ilya. Ilya, you have superstars in the past like Conor McGregor and Ronda Rousey who pushed the sport even bigger. Do you feel like winning a second belt will allow you to be the next superstar to grow the UFC even further?
I hope so. I hope so. That's my intention, to help to the new generations.
Go ahead, sir.
Question for Charles. You said before, a wounded lion is still a lion. With everything you've been through, losses, comebacks, and even doubt, do you think this is a moment that lion inside of you shows that he never left?
Charles, no passado você falou, um leão machucado ainda é um leão. Você acha que nesse momento, com mais uma adversidade, essa grande oportunidade para mostrar a você que você é um leão?
Não, com certeza. Um leão ferido continua sendo um leão. Mas eu sou um leão sem estar ferido. Eu estou 100% pronto.
Of course, so yes, a wounded lion is still a lion, but I'm not wounded. I'm 100% ready.
Just one more for me. Josh Van, a note to UFC, no one even asked you a question at the press conference. Now we're here, International Fight Week, the crowd is cheering for you. Did you envision this happening so quickly in your career?
Yeah, I'm just enjoying the moment right now. So come Saturday, it's going to be a whole different game. So, yeah.
Oh, who's next? That it? That's done? All right. We're going to rip this stuff out of here, square these guys off. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out today and have a blast, International Fight Week. Thank you. Face forward. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good luck. lightweight champion, Islam Makhachev, is going to move up to the welterweight division. So, you all know Ilia Topuria. Oh, no! Undefeated, 16-0, vacated his featherweight title. And now he's moving up to lightweight, and he will face former lightweight champion and number 2 ranked Charles Oliveira for the vacant lightweight title.
I know that I'm the best fighter in the world in the featherweight or in the lightweight division.
Ilia Topuria is a straight-up savage. He is so skillful and so devastating.
I don't prepare myself to win, I prepare myself to dominate.
The sky is the limit for this guy.
We're watching something that really doesn't feel like we've seen it many times before.
Oh! The first man to knock out Max Holloway.
I don't know if we've seen power at 145 like this. Conor McGregor maybe, but this dude boxes better than Conor McGregor. His skills are better. He tapped! He tapped! And it seems as though every single fight he improves.
Feels like it's going to take a big effort to beat this Ilia Topuria when he is on.
Cara que vem fazendo uma história gigantesca, mas a realidade, o verdadeiro campeão é aquele que perde, sabe dar a volta por cima, poder se tornar campeão. Esse recorde com certeza mostra o quanto perigoso eu sou.
The most prolific finisher in UFC history.
He's got the choke. It's over.
Charles Oliveira!
Eu entrei no UFC falando que eu queria lutar com os melhores, que eu queria quebrar todos esses recordes. Então eu tô aí pra quebrar a história, fazer história. The champions of the name, the Charles Oliveira.
He is a lion, all the respect to him, but I represent the new generation of the mixed martial arts.
Oh!
He got him! That's it!
He's a superstar, man.
Eu acho que consigo botar um passo na frente dele em todos os sentidos.
Oh!
Tanto em pé quanto no chão. Eu já lutei muitas vezes ali dentro, eu tô 15 anos dentro do UFC.
I respect him, but I'm gonna try to take his head off, and you all know that I'm gonna do it.
Eu que vou tirar aquele zero de lá, eu tenho certeza disso. E eu vou se tornar campeão de novo, então...
I'm gonna be dominating all the time. I'm gonna finish him in the first round.
Ilia Topuria!
One of the best fighters alive.
Got the heart of a beast and I'm still undefeated, so tell me who won it with me. Charles Oliveira!
An absolute assassin.
I don't think they get the match, just run to the edge, cause it can get reckless.
Alexandre Pantoja!
One of the most dominant champions in the sport, Kai France to Blink!
I'm going for those kill shots.
International Fight Week, it's always big.
There are tons of ways to bet on the big fight with DraftKings Sportsbook. So many, I'm going to try to name them all before this guy taps out. Bet on submission props, spreads, same-game parlays. You can also bet live, over-unders, futures. Hang in there. Only about a dozen left. New customers bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. DraftKings, the best place to bet UFC. Double chance victories, takedowns landed, knockout props. So many bet types, right? Right? There are tons of ways to bet on the big fight with DraftKings Sportsbook. So many, I'm going to try to name them all before this guy taps out. Bet on submission props, spreads, same-game parlays. You can also bet live, over-unders, futures. Hang in there. Only about a dozen left. New customers bet $5 and get $150